and welcome to my Let's Play of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Welcome to hell in a handbasket. I've played through this game already, but it's been quite a while since I've played it, and I think it's time for me to get back into it. So I will be continuing my previous Let's Plays, my World of Warcraft Let's Plays being redone since I had some issues with my recording and microphone. And I have to figure out a way to better record my Fatal Frame series. So while that is being taken care of, I will be playing this game. And here we are. Welcome. Welcome. There you go.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me.
Shadow.
I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Daniel. That sounded like a crazy fun time. Oh, what happened? Oh. I was drinking the Pepto-Bismol. Too much Pepto-Bismol, of course. Rose petals and Pepto-Bismol. Of course. Why wouldn't there be rose petals and Pepto-Bismol? Oh no. Oh no. How does one... See if that works. Much better. Tinderbox. Tinderbox. 1 minute. Sorry about that. Even though you probably won't notice it. Now, plant. Tell me all of your secret. Tell me your secrets, plant. To know everything. All your secrets. Your secrets. I don't. Oh, the Pepto-Bismol, yes. I don't like statues, apparently. They make me dizzy. Ha! Hold on 1 moment, Sir Plant. I don't like doors either. Doors. They're scary. Another doors. They make scary fun times. Let me put you down, Plant. I'm going to name you... Let's see here. Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy! Oh, Jimmy, that was horrible, Jimmy. Oh, no. I have issues with the mouse. There we go. Much better. Come on, Jimmy. This room is very lopsided, Jimmy. Would you like some nice wine, Jimmy? No? Alright. There. I'm so sorry if I'm awkward. I am still not used to the talking when I'm playing video games. Very, very awkward. I can be a witch! Yeah. Let's sweep up this Pepto-Bismol. I had an accident, Jimmy. It's alright, Jimmy. Don't worry about it. Sweep it. Sweep it. It's immortal, Jimmy. That is some immortal Pepto-Bismol. Outside world. Here we come. Jimmy. Jimmy, it's okay, Jimmy. I'm breathing very... Who is that, Jimmy? Jimmy, was that your friend, Charles? Charles! It's probably one of these statue bastards. Oh no! Jimmy! Jimmy! Help me, Jimmy! 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 Jimmy, I'm dizzy! Oh! Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is terrible news. Most terrible news. George! George, you turn up everywhere. Here you go, Jimmy. You take out the tinderbox. Oh! Oh, yeah, you teach that George a lesson, Jimmy. You teach that George a lesson. This is a lesson he needs to learn. This room of paintings, Jimmy. Oh no, Jimmy! Jimmy, it's creepy in there, Jimmy. Jimmy! Oh, I've lost Jimmy. Oh no! Jimmy, no! Oh, Jimmy the plant. You were a good friend. The best of friends. The door slammed. Oh, it was so horrible. How could that happen? How could this happen? How could it happen? I had to adjust. Sorry. Books. You're not Jimmy. I don't like the darkness. The darkness. Oops. The darkness is not my ally. Oh, cockroaches. Oh. I hate cockroaches. I hate cockroaches. Box. Student. Yes. Guard me. The terrible monsters. The terrible monsters. Woo! Beware when standing in the darkness. Oh no! No! There's a lantern. Oh god, the ambiance. Woo! That's her mirror. That ambiance. It's just so... Oh, I forgot about crouch. 1 minute. Uno momento. Crouch. Oops. No. Alright, back in it. Jimmy! Jimmy! I found you again, Jimmy. Oh, you've gotten fat, Jimmy. You're not Jimmy. We're Pedro. Jimmy's brother. Yes, I know, I'm Pedro. I am Pedro. I am not Jimmy. How could you? Pedro! Oh, I am death to all plants, apparently. Death to all the plants. You know, plants don't deserve to live. Apparently. Earthquakes. Oh gosh. I am just not healthy for plant life. Find it. Not healthy for plant life at all. Okay. That's enough of that. Yes, you want to burn this place to the ground? The easiest way to do that is to stick the carpet into the oven, like so. Yep. And pretty soon it'll catch fire. Since this place is immortal, can't set fire to stone. Oh, hello. What the? Okay. Un moment. Alright, hopefully that this will stop. I got some oils.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Of course. Of course, Daniel. Daniel's telling you to kill him, Daniel. Daniel. You must listen. Secret passage. Secret passage. Ooh. The other children. A grand old time, doesn't it? Yep. Yeah, of course. Grand old times. Grand old times. Ow. Okay. Rose petals.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Okay. Alexander. Yep. Can't be torn by hand or tools. No. Open sesame. Yes. Yes. More oil in my stockpile. Of course. Of course. Of course. Some Earl! Earl! It's desert! Screw you guys! I'm out of here. Oh no! And yes, I know I've sound very much fake with my reactions. I've seen too many playthroughs of this for it to be really of a concern to me. Like that, I know down there is locked, and this is to the laboratory. Hyenas, of course. There's hyenas outside. I heard them. And the children. The screams, the terrible screams. It's a wail of a good time. Yep. Alrighty, now I'm getting real tired of your business. Real tired of it. Anything under you? Nope. Some more rocks, and disappointment, and horrors. Rocks and horrors and disappointment. Baskets. Baskets. The barking of the dogs outside. Isn't that right, Miss Kitty Cat? It's a barking dog. Meow meow. Ooh. The lack of a The lack of a chimney is. Oh my goodness. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Ooh, so they're in the wine cellar, which is currently locked. Cannot get into there. Splashy-doo. Splashy-doo, no.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aqua fortis.
Yes, Madara. I mean Alexander. Of course. There's a tinderbox inside of the chimney. Yay! This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Seems like that sucks, Alexander. It seems like it sucks. Out of my way. Ooh. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them, but lust for power without restraint, or I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Seriously, that sounds so Like someone stepping, walking above me. Mr. Ghosty Goo, is that you? Sounds like my steps. So there is someone stepping. I don't know, it's scary. A fragrant Turkish delights. Narnia. Of course. The lady friend is being... Yeah, I knew this. I know this very well. I know this very well. Ooh, there we go. That should be better. Should be. Keyword. Keyword here. Anything under you? Nope, just empty promises. How scary. You are blacked. Don't even know what you say. Damn hyenas. I don't want to hear anything of you. That is loud. I think there's something down there though. Yep. Tinderbox. Many. Got 18 tinderboxes. Wonder how many tinderboxes I'll have when I finish this. Okie dokies. Here we are. Library. Are the words library? I don't like that. PewDiePie Stefano. PewDie hasn't done anything with you. There needs to be more Stefanos. Or Stefano.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
British Museum. Interesting things. Catalog. Catalogs. It's very dark in here. What is that noise? Oh, yes. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian Royal Court, and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Georg. Prussia. Too much Italia for me. With the albino man. Italia. Yes, I am a nerd. I'm going a little bit crazy. Just stand here in the sunlight. Alright. Think. No. And look. Do not think so. No, that's unrequired. Don't like the rustles. Don't like the rustles in my ears. I don't like it. Don't like the rustling in my ears. Are you hiding something from me? No? Okay.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
He was trapped. Trapped. With no means of escape. You're going to do things, aren't you? I didn't do that. That was not me. That was not me either. Okay, you ghosts. Stop playing the moose hicks. Yep. No moose hicks. Who is that? Historio Loci. I'm going bonkers. Excuse me. I better stop this business over there. Fighting kitty cats. Chewbacca? Some Earl? Why do you need 2 Penanners? Why do you need 2 Penanners? It's not required to have so many Penanners. Nice little room.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk if... Let's get the servants working on it.
Oh, I hope that didn't cut off a lot for you guys. Oops. Kind of cut off while I was in the middle there. They were talking about reinforcing because of tremblings and earthquakes and such. Reinforcing the structural integrity of the castle. Stop playing the phantom piano. No one wants your phantom piano. Now damn it, George. George, you had something to do with this, didn't you? George, look what you've done. Look what you've done, George. 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 Could you do such a thing, George? My goodness, George. Kingdom of Prussia. Central Prussia. These are the same pages. Pasted. Oh, grab hold of it. There we go. Another tinderbacks. Whoa! No, Dizzy. No, George! George, help me! George!
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
I'm going quite fast.
Waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Oops. George, you will help me. You will help me, George. Thank you, George. Thank you kindly.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
I don't want any part of you. You need to just go away. Altstadt and Brandenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brandenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods, and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby, Altstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive, and when it comes time to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Great story. Good story, great story. Let's see here. Nothingness. Here's a key! Yeah. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the fortress and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I'll feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Alright, that seems like a good time as any to leave off. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of my Amnesia Let's Play. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.